Basement Dwellers, hosted by your boys Jacob Santoro and Cristian Talone.
You're blabbering about unnecessary stuff. Cut it out.
Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe button to get all the updates from the channel too.
Tell me what your hand's doing over that button first.
But for now, this loud shout kick back, cause I got a fresh one right here delivered to your speakers. Lock in.
Alright.
I don't feel like I have a fresh one in me today.
Fresh one.
That's what he said.
Oh, no fresh ones today?
Yeah,
Just
this is yes.
stale ones.
We're gonna call this one the special because it's like yesterday's fresh food, but we need to sell it today. You know what I'm saying? So we'll just call it the special. No fresh today.
Well, you had a week. I mean,
I had a week, man.
yeah.
I was definitely like a Rumspringer kind of a week for me.
Rumspringer?
Yeah, dude. I just partied fucking hardy, dude.
Rumspringer.
Rumspringer. Is it with a? Oh, okay.
Rumspringer.
Thought it was the same.
I thought that's just where you drink a lot of rum in the spring.
Yeah, is that not what I did? No, I'm just exhausted. 5 days. I was off for 5 days, and 3 of those days I was in Vegas. And it's just not for everybody, man. What?
I don't know. I just feel like I'm the only one that ever keeps my headset on.
So it started to like it kind of makes me feel disoriented when I listen to my own voice and like such just like right here.
I like it.
Then keep them on.
I sound hot.
Yeah, sound
What are you wearing?
Sound very hot.
I don't know. I just feel like it helps me like maintain the levels and shit.
Oh, then
but,
keep them on. Would it make you feel better if I kept mine on?
Yeah.
All right.
No, I want to keep them on.
Dude, you were
I feel like I haven't really gotten to showcase them.
I know it's
The
been hiding.
freedom cut, man.
You fucking. God damn it. Anyways, I went to Vegas for my birthday. It was just my birthday. Shout out the Libra gangs, and it's just so exhausting. I didn't even do anything that like really. It was just fucking tiring, man.
You sent me a picture from that cool bar you went to.
Yeah, that was cool. It was called the Golden Tiki. It was like a tiki bar, and they had a lot of really cool like just fancy drinks, like the drinks that you get on vacation and stuff
Were they
like
in
that.
tiki cups?
Yeah, I actually
Hell
I got a souvenir tiki cup. That was pretty cool. My drink came to me on fire.
Oh, sick.
And they had like I wonder if I can cast it to the laptop.
That's
I'll
what
show
you want.
Yeah, well, she like came out and she had like hairspray. She was all like with the hairspray, and I was like, Jesus, like it's kind of crazy here.
Just now my drink tastes like rave.
Yeah, damn, remember that hairspray, dude?
Oh yeah, dude. I had some of that shit.
Let's see if it works. I'll send it on over. Yeah, it was a pretty cool experience. That was really fun to start the adventure. Yeah, there we go. So like it's not the best picture because I was fucking faded, but you can see that they're like.
Is that just you cowering?
No, that's
in fear?
actually not me. That was another lady or dude who I don't fucking know who was getting their drink.
Oh.
Oh, I got a good one of me. Check this shit out right here. This is how we start. I hate when I do this on the show. I'm sorry, guys. Just wait for the airdrop. God damn. There we go. Look at this dude. Look at this guy. It's my work friend Brian. He wasn't. Yeah.
You look like. Never mind.
What do I look like? What do I look like?
You know those like fake glasses with the nose and the mustache that you would buy as a kid?
Yeah.
You look like you're wearing those.
That's just his
You
model.
just got the nose, man.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, he wasn't very stoked on the fire, and
He wasn't.
I mean, look at him.
He's just like,
So Brian is a really, really cool guy. It's just he's not one for like flair and stuff like that. So like,
Stop being a pussy, Brian.
but it was cool.
It's just a drink. She does this all the time.
It was pretty cool. And then they had, oh, that's how you do it. Yeah, look at that dude. Oh, whoops. I can't move it. Whatever. You get the idea. It was cool.
That's cool. You should make that like your new profile picture. Like just, yeah. All the colors and shit. You look like you're in like Night City.
The drink I had was called Navy Grog. And it was like their most strong, like the most strong drink on the menu. And like you really tasted it, dude.
Was it like actual like old timey like British Navy grog?
I don't know. It was a bunch of rum and shit like
Sounds
that.
like it.
Yeah, dude. It was like just
Pirate juice.
it specifically said just like overproofed rum. You know what I mean?
Overproofed.
Yeah.
And we're back.
Yeah, we're back. God damn it. No, but that was really cool. You know, just something to do that was just super ridiculous. That like you would never go and just be like, oh man, like what a day. I really need a naval grog. from the Golden Tiki, you know?
Sometimes you do, man.
Dude, I bet you $1 million that these mics absolutely picked up these fucking jets, dude. It is so crazy. Like they have been so loud all day. It's almost 8 o'clock at night right now.
They be doing that.
It's the one thing I don't miss about here.
That's the one thing that like scared the shit out of me, like when I was a kid and I moved here. Because like in California, like you see jets occasionally, you know, but over here it's like all fucking day. Like, you know, you see just the fucking jets flying around doing their shit. And I remember like, no shit, like for the first couple of weeks of me living in Arizona, I was just like,
Just any of them could be the one.
yeah.
Oh my fuck. Yeah, I hate that. But that was cool. Then, you know, we just went back home and I did it very like, I don't get excited about spending money in Vegas. And like,
I don't either.
I'm
I don't know
starting
why
to
you
think,
keep going there.
Well, and that's it. Everyone has said that. I enjoy seeing art and stuff like that. And there's things that I like to do there and go see.
Art, his uncle art, not cool art.
Yeah, I don't really appreciate art like
Art's
that.
cool. Never
Art
mind.
is very cool.
I didn't mean it like that.
But you're talking about the painted art and then the art the person.
Yeah.
Yes.
Artin.
Artine. Yes.
Artine.
No, Artin. I don't know. Art.
Sup, Art?
Too many times to say his name. We got it. But like, no, I think that's just kind of an idea like from a land before. Like, I don't have a lot of friends that are just like, oh, me and the boys, we're gonna go to fucking Vegas.
I just feel like Vegas hasn't really changed with the times. I feel like you go to Vegas, you still feel like you're in like the 50s or 60s.
Kind of, but then like there's things where that's not the case, just because like they don't do like coin machines anymore. Like it's just all like you put in your paper money, and then you just like print out a voucher. It's kind of like when you're at like Peter Piper and like you put in your, no, for real, and
It's like your
you put,
paper tokens.
Yeah, like you put in your ticket and then you print that receipt and you bring that receipt to like the prize counter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that, you know.
I'm actually gonna put these back on.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna join you.
Just because I feel like I'm drinking stuff
And you just
and I'm like just ASMRing the shit out of our audience.
No, I don't think anyone can hear you over the goddamn warzone that we're in right now.
I know, dude.
Jesus, we're reading fucking.
Oh wait, don't say anything.
Huh?
It's absolutely
picking it up, dude. Yeah, it's coming to you live from Karachi. We the basement dwellers
from the demilitarized zone.
Yeah, from the DMZ. You heard it here first, baby. We seceded from the country because we're cool like that. Keep it cool. I don't know why I sounded like a DJ on the radio. 102.5
Rebel Radio.
Yeah. What I was really excited for though was we went to the Meow Wolf exhibit, like the Omega Mart thing. That was cool.
Was it?
That was very. I had a blast. I had a blast. It was so cool. Like all the stuff that you can interact with and like.
You know, I would be interested in going to that if it wasn't like all the crusty scene kids from high school that I see posting about it.
You know, okay, well they post about, but you know, it's mostly just like families there. I mean,
Is it?
yeah, no, I mean,
I don't know.
and then you just have people.
Meow
like,
Wolf. It also just has like. It sounds like a rave.
yeah,
you know?
well, I
And
mean,
that turns me
it's
off.
kind of really. I mean, it is like trippy. You know, like it's cool. Like the whole like it's like an art collective of a bunch of different artists and stuff like that. And
You'd think I'd be into that sort of thing.
I feel like if it has anything to do with art that doesn't pertain to you, you're not into it.
That's wrong.
Oh, you don't make it
That's
sound
wrong.
that way.
I don't know. I think I just like a different type of art. Sup, art?
Yeah. That was super sick. I actually had a lot of fun on that, and like you get to learn about the whole like there's like a story behind it, and like it's silly, you know what I mean? But,
I know. I honestly don't know. I think I'm just kind of like a poopy pants when it comes to stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I honestly don't know what it is. Like, what was that other one? The like the Alice in Wonderland, or like no, it was like a warped like Disneyland type of. You know what I'm talking about?
Was it a bar?
No, it was like a little like theme park, but it was like I want to say it was Alex Party,
That sounds really familiar.
but I'm not sure. But there was like another one, and I was just like, I don't know. I don't know what it is about like little like installations.
Yeah.
That I'm just like I don't care.
So one thing I can tell you, because you know me, and if it's one thing that I've been really into recently, is just like the back rooms kind of shit. There's like that feeling.
Yeah.
So when you get a glimpse of a place that has no people in it, it feels like there's a lot of places that are very just like, I think it's called like limited or liminal space or something like that. the reason why I liked it so much in a way, because I was like, because the whole thing, if you don't know what it is, and if you're just listening, it's just a art attraction in Las Vegas where you start in like a really trippy grocery store, and then it opens up to this big thing that you get to walk around. But like even the products are really funny. Like you have like some things that they just say really silly things, like they make fun of things like that's done. You know what I mean? Or like they have like instead of I can't believe it's not butter, it's like what is the true essence of butter? And then like on top of that, like if you scroll through some of these, like some of them will be like the same bottle, but right next to it will say like wake up. You know what I mean? Like, and so it's like it really fucks with you. Look, I was not all there mentally, if you know what I'm saying. So like it definitely, like definitely, like, and it really fucked with me, and then like there's different ways to go into like the real things. So, like this is like one of the more famous ones where it's like it's a freezer and you open the freezer door and it's like all the bottles get all like warped and stuff like that.
That's cool.
And then you like walk out into like this humongous like let's see if I can so like you start in here and then like you like it's like all this shit in the like behind it.
Yeah.
And there's like different places to explore and like climb over. That is insane.
That's crazy. He's doing like backflips
dude,
above us
I
or something.
can't stop thinking about how loud that is, dude.
Yeah.
It's starting to worry me. Like, what is this, dude? Does some guy just playing GTA right now just take a jet from the fucking...
I know, right?
Is this GTA Online right now? And then there's like little cool things. Like this was one of my favorites. It's like just like a glitched like juice and milk section. It like slides.
Cool.
You know what I mean? So yeah, dude, it was a blast.
It slides?
Well, no, like it looks like it's like glitching. You know what I mean?
I thought you meant like it moves like along the shelf. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, so it's like little stuff like that. I wasn't like, whoa, what the fuck? But like it's just funny. Like there's like a meat produce section where like yeah, and like these like actual artists made these and you can actually like buy them.
Oh, that's cool.
It's like a grocery store. Like you can get like a shopping cart and like and stuff like that. Now, I mean, if you want to pay those prices, but like this is a room. It's like the fucking tool room. That's what I called it.
Yeah.
It was $60, so that kind of sucked. But it was a fun like hour and a half.
I mean, I honestly like couldn't even tell you like why I'm like turned off by it. Because like it looks cool and everything. It's just I don't know, something about it.
I think you would have fun. If you didn't have to pay to go, would you go?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, that's all I needed to hear. It was pretty cool. They actually had like Willie Nelson endorse it and stuff like that. Like they brought out commercials and stuff like that, like on Vegas TV.
Yeah.
And they made it. It's like a Tim and Eric bit until like
It's just dystopian.
Yeah, like it's so weird. But anyways, all in all, that was super cool. And then my friend and I wanted to just do like a Hunter S. Thompson kind of thing. So we went to Circus Circus. It was the saddest place in the world. It was like Monday at 2 p.m. at Circus Circus, and like it's the only hotel, in my opinion, other than like the Golden Nugget on Fremont, that like you walk in and it smells like your grandma's nasty house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like nasty carpet and...
The last time I went to Vegas was a very long time ago, probably like over 10 years ago.
Sure.
Probably over 20 years ago, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think I went for like my 7th birthday or something. I just remember like not thinking the place was cool at all. I was like, I see there's like lots of flashy stuff and shiny stuff, but it's like it smells bad. There's trash everywhere. And
okay, I will say that the best thing that I could have done was absolutely it was to go on a Monday, because it wasn't that bad. It wasn't stinky outside. There wasn't a bunch of traffic. It wasn't all like dirty.
Did you drive by the Pawn Stars place?
No, we didn't really do a lot. That's my problem, man, is that like there's so many things to do there. Like you have to have a tailor-made, like this is what I'm doing
like a schedule
this time.
Yeah.
I'd like to, like sure, whatever, fucking go in there. Like, yeah. Like I said, I went to Circus Circus for the only reason that it's like, oh, Hunter S. Thompson, get it. Drugs. But I mean, that hotel is like permanently stuck in like 1995.
Yeah.
Like it's just so like it's just so creepy. Like that's really like the only thing I could describe it. And like the people who were there just were not real. Like that's like it just felt like it was just not fun. That's just what it came down to. And like, but I didn't regret it. It was kind of like a experience. You know what I mean? Just I went to Circus Circus, but like two of my favorite pictures that I took here. Were, I think it's the only two I actually took, was, let's see, I loved this sign. That just, like I said, like just like the carpet and like it's just very back roomsy, you know, like The buffet was closed in Circus. It felt like, you know what it was? It felt like I was walking around Metro Mall. Like, you know exactly what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this was like the inside.
Wait, that sign was in Circus Circus?
Yeah.
Food sign?
Yeah, the
I
food
thought
sign.
that was in the Meow Wolf.
No, yeah, see, dude. Like, so speaking of that,
It's just
so,
like, it's not too far from the real thing.
so down here is where you have like your like regular casino games, and then up on the top they have things for kids. Because I was going to tell you, I was so shocked at how many kids were there, but you know, I learned that like they have something to do for everybody.
Yeah.
Like, I think the reason why I get so turned off by it because all I've ever known is like gambling. But there really is like you could go to Vegas for like 5 days and never gamble.
Yeah, I remember like when I was there, like we went on like the zip line thing. That was cool. And then we went on like the go-kart, or not the go-karts, the like bumper cars. Do they still have those there?
I don't remember.
Circus Circus?
They had like so just behind us, they had like the saddest like stage. Like it, dude, it was one like other than like the music, just the like the calliope music, like that was the only thing that was missing. Was just like other than that, it was just I know, dude. I'm trying to tell a story here, guys. Like,
Hey, U.S. Air Force.
yeah, knock it off.
Can you be a little considerate?
We're doing a podcast. But up here is like all the carnival games for like kids and stuff like that. But again, it's so like eerie.
Yeah.
It was probably the drugs, but it was so eerie that like, and like at one point, like he looks at me and he goes, "Dude, are we still in the exhibit?" Like we thought that like we just never left because like there are parts in the exhibit where it's just like it's this trippy landscape. You go through just hang a left and then you're in like this weird corporate building. Like it's got like the creepy like carpet and like the popcorn ceiling, and then again you just leave and you're back and like you're, what the fuck, you know? Like so for a while we were just walking around like, are they fucking with us right now? But it was so, I mean, it was dead, which was good. I mean, that was, but like we went here, that was our first destination, and then we ended the night at the Sahara, which was really nice. Like it didn't smell like cigarettes or anything like that. That is a nice thing though that I did like doing. I love sitting down and smoking at a slot machine. So relaxing.
I guess.
So relaxing.
I ain't gonna drive to Vegas to smoke at a slot machine.
No, I just like smoking inside.
I do too. I get that.
Makes me feel like Mad Men. You know, I don't know. But then, yeah, so I got one drink there, but I also gambled $161 there and lost it. So by proxy, that one drink cost me $161 at one of the lowest rated hotels on the Strip. And yeah, so I lose like my $150. I'm like, yeah, I'm cool now. Like, that's it.
All in all, Vegas is terrible.
Yeah, I mean, really, if a group of the boys decides to go to Vegas, I'm probably gonna skip that one.
It's like, I don't know, like the Meow Wolf thing. I keep coming back to it. It's like that's kind of like what I'm talking about. It's like it would be cool if like Vegas kind of updated their shit like that, you know? And we're like, we don't need a fucking Circus anymore.
Yeah.
You know, like I get it. It's a historical like casino, hotel, whatever. But it's like, fuck, who cares?
Yeah.
Nobody likes circuses.
Actually, our Uber driver was telling us about apparently they're trying to do this whole like revamping of like the
they
city.
should.
Yeah, like they're trying. Yeah,
I'm waiting for Vegas to become like future town. you know?
Fremont Street's just gonna become one big parking lot.
Yeah,
Like,
dude, I don't know. Maybe it's because I've been playing Cyberpunk, but like,
my God.
I just want the world to just be we just need to accept that we're already living in a dystopia.
Yeah.
And just go full hog on it.
Full
you know?
chum.
Yeah, dude. I just want,
Is that what you've been thinking about lately?
dude. It's such a good game, minus the bugs, but I thought they fixed all of them. That's why I bought it. I was like, all right, so there's not gonna be any bugs. And there was tons of them. I think like the first mission I was playing, I think I sent you a picture, or like the first mission where like it's funny because you're walking into this building, right, to find this girl, and like, you know how like a lot of games they're like, okay, now you're about to start playing. Like when it's a shooting game, you'll see the guy like, okay, now he pulls out his gun, right? So you're like, now I'm gonna get to play.
Yeah.
But for me, like the game bugged or glitched or whatever, and he didn't have his gun in his hand, so the gun was just invisible. So it's funny because like it comes out, he pulls out his gun, but it's just his hand, his finger like this. He was just like, you know? And I was just like, I know that's a future. Like I was like, he's not gonna shoot out of his finger. Like, you know, when I pulled the trigger, just pop, 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 pop. It's like really shooting, like but his hand is just like this, like a finger gun. You know, so I was like, I kind of don't want to like reload the save just because I want to see the finger gun.
You get the finger gun.
I was like, this is almost kind of better. Like this is kind of funny.
Do you remember that Call of Duty commercial where it was like all the people in like the metro, and they were like having like war with like fake guns and stuff like that?
Yeah.
That was such a good commercial. It was like people just like Like there's like people like with the bazookas and shit.
Yeah.
That was so good.
But-
One thing I was gonna say that this is how I know you would enjoy that. You would enjoy it. You have to at least be drunk or stoned, first of all, to have a good time there. You have to. It's just
Yeah.
Even me, I was just like, this is cool and all. Brian was actually like, and just like just looking at the art, he was just like, oh, interesting, I'm just like, just
Panicking.
But like, okay, like for example, like there's so much lore. There's this random mailbox in the middle of like this whole thing. Like it doesn't look like a lot of these places, like a lot of these things don't look like they're in place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you can open all the mailboxes and there's stuff in there. And there's like just like little letters, like whatever. Oh, you're reading it. Oh, that's interesting. I turned around one and it was numbered. And then like I was like, oh, and then I turned around another one and it was numbered, like they're numbered 1 through 10. And I probably hadn't said anything in like 25 minutes, but I look over to Brian and I go, they're numbered. I got so excited.
Wait, so it was just you two in there?
No, it's a whole bunch of people. I was just with one person.
Oh, I thought it was like you pay like your money and then it's like you and your friend.
No,
get to,
that
like,
would
walk
be
through
sick.
it.
But I will tell you this: I would gladly pay $200 to do that whole thing by myself, like to have that experience.
Yeah, because I'm like, then like if you're opening this thing, there's letters in it. Like, how do they keep people from like stealing them?
So that's the thing. I'm so glad you said that because they actually have employees that are dressed like tourists.
Oh, just like secret shoppers.
And they will not, but they also interact with stuff. Like there was like a part where like this like, because there's like this corporation, like Omega Mart and Meow Wolf are part of this like corporation or something like that. But then there's like a resistance, and every now and again like the lights and stuff will glitch, and it's like the resistance being like fight back, stuff like that,
Yeah.
But then there's like weird times where like there's like this like weird like colors and shit, and like random people would just like start like just doing like prayer hands,
Just T-posing.
yeah, dude. It's like straight up, like no, dude, straight up. And then like all the employees that work there, dude, like they're like fucking Disneyland employees. Like even
Oh, I'm sure they're super committed.
yeah,
to the bits,
yeah, like even like the kid, like there was a kid there that definitely looked like he was 16. Like I would expect to be like, hey, welcome to Omega, but he was like in it.
yeah,
Like it was so cool, and they did such a good job at like blending in the holy shit moment.
yeah.
I knew about, like I told you, I knew about the freezer, so I was like, okay, well I'll do that later.
Uh-huh.
I got fucking bamboozled because they had a gardening section too, and I went to the gardening section. I was like, oh fuck, they got me. Like, and then it's just like it opens up. Like you don't like a lot of these entrances, like they don't look like anything, but then like they open up to this big thing, and you're just like, oh, like it's so cool, man. It was pretty cool. I think you'd have a lot of fun.
Maybe I'll go one day.
Yeah,
But,
I'll take you. I'd gladly go again.
okay.
Yeah.
We'll go.
There was one part that I didn't like though. It was like a whole room with just like a strobe light, and I was just like, yeah, that was like, no, dude, it wasn't even that. Like that was like, I just felt tense. I was
I
like,
get migraines. That'll kill me.
and the only other part I didn't like too is that there's a lot of like secret entranceways that are like holes in the.
Yeah.
Like it reminded me of like Nacho Libre, the secret
Just
tunnels.
gotta crawl through the tunnel.
Yeah, and I'm me, and I'm just like, and the arts friend was like, oh yeah, dude. Yeah, there's like caves and shit that you can like crawl through. Like you could spend like 3 hours in there. I was like, they're gonna spend 3 hours getting me out of there. Trying to get through. I was so claustrophobic and fucking high. And I was just like, dude, I have to get. And like Brian was having the time of his life, and I don't know. I had a big roller coaster the entire way, up and down.
It sounds interesting.
Yeah, really cool on the inside. I'll show you those pictures later. But yeah, man. So I mean, this isn't just gonna be like the Vegas episode, but like. There is stuff to do there, and like there's a lot. Like I even saw like billboards for like shows. I was like, oh, I'd go to that show, and like stuff like that. My whole thing is that I just don't. I'm glad that I don't have like that gambling itch.
Yeah.
So glad, because you do look at some of these people and you're like, dude, you have been here since 8 a.m.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like Sarah brought up a good point, because I was like, yeah, dude, how do some people win like $3,000? And she's always like, when she goes, well, it's because they always tell you how much they won, and they never tell you how much they
Right.
lost.
Yeah. It's like
So how much did you spend to get that $3,000
Yeah.
back? You know what I mean?
it's 10 grand in the hole though.
Right. Yeah. So it's just like, but it's, I don't know. I've just never had. I've been there twice, and I've been to Talking Stick Resort here once.
That's why, like, for something like that, I would never go to a casino to play slots or anything like that, because I just feel like you never win. Right? You never win. I don't know anybody that has. Maybe they came up like $500, but like
I never told you the story about my friend Kirk.
I remember Kirk.
Yeah. He will take his dad to, I don't remember what casino it is here, but he'll take him there, and
Desert Diamond.
it's one of them. There's another one in like by Chandler, and yeah, there's like I didn't know how many there were here. But But yeah, gives him money, and he's like, all right, go have fun, you know. And like, because Kirk only plays slots, you know. But I guess like he like gave him money or whatever, and then like he feels like a tap on his shoulder. Like 5 minutes later, he's like, "What? I just gave you that money." And his dad, he's an older guy. His dad goes, "I just won $12,000
Hell yeah.
on a slot, so it works."
I guess.
But yeah, I mean, you hear that, but
it's just like, yeah, but it's all chance, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I know any kind of gambling is chance, but it's like, I would rather go to like
a card table.
a card
do
table or
that.
something like that, which I'm so excited. We finally got my car dealership mentor to agree to come on to an episode.
Baby.
He's
Hell
going to be
yeah.
on the episode after next.
After next, yes. Yes.
Episode after next, right?
That'll be
60.
60, yeah. That'll be the end of season 2.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm so excited. His name's Jonathan.
Mm.
His nickname at the dealership was No Con John.
So cool.
I'm so excited. But he also does like professional like poker tables.
I'll have
and
to talk
stuff.
about that.
We'll have to talk about
You
that.
know, I got so bummed because even Brian said that. He goes, why don't you just do like, but I've never played card game. I played like Texas Hold'em and stuff like that, but there's two things that like I've always been weirded out by is that one, I've always heard that like Texas Hold'em tables are always expensive. Always.
Sure.
But they're not. And that's like when my dad cleared up. But so it's like, okay, maybe I'll play like blackjack just because I know how to play Texas Hold'em, but like there's things I forget or like suits do what, you know? Blackjack's easy enough. But like my whole thing is like I always get intimidated, like, oh, is it my turn? Is it my turn? You know, because I know some people get like fucking like rage over that. Like, come on, man, you know, like
Yeah.
And that's what gives me anxiety. Whereas like a slot machine, I can just hit a button.
Right.
I'd like to though.
I think for like the pro tours, I don't even think you play with your own money. I think it's like because you know they have the prize money at the end of the whole thing.
Yeah.
So I think it's like you're like allotted a certain like you pay to play, but I think you're allotted a certain amount to like gamble with, and that's how they. I think that's how they do it. We'll have to talk to John about it.
My dad was so excited for me to be going to Vegas. He tried to fucking plan my what was that? Oh, I thought he just farted.
My squeaky boots.
He was like, "Oh yeah, you should do this," and he's like, "Just make sure you watch the game." He's so funny. He's like, "What are you gonna do?" And I was like, "I'll do this, this, this." Well, make sure you watch the game. Make sure you watch it. I was like, "Okay," you know. The day of my birthday, he calls me, "Hey, happy." He's so funny, dude. He goes, "This is exactly how it went down." Okay, it's like 10 a.m. Get a call. "Hey, Dad. Hey, happy birthday, man." "Oh, thanks." He's like, "Oh, what do you guys got going on?" Tell him this, 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 this. "Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I've been up. I went bowling. I didn't want to call you. Guess what I did today? I bowled a 290. And I was like, "Oh, that's cool."
I don't know what that means.
That means out of potential 300 points, he scored 290. Yeah, he almost bowled a perfect game. And I was like, "Oh, great, Dad." He goes, "Yeah. So you gonna watch the game?" I was like, "Yeah." "Oh, okay. Are you gonna go gamble?" "Yeah, I might do some slots." "Nah, man, you want to go do tables. Tables are where it's at." And I'm just like, "Dad, do you want to come to Vegas? And do you want to do that?" Like I was like,
Yes.
That was just like
So bad. Why didn't you take me?
It just so happened that on my birthday the Raiders were playing, and he bowled a 290, and he had to say happy birthday to me. So it was a big day for my dad.
Yeah.
And I hang up the phone, and 2 minutes later I get a picture from him with proof of his 290, like a fish that he caught. It was a good day. He goes, "Yeah, you need to go gamble today. It's a lucky day. I bowled a 290." I'm like, "Oh,
You're having a lucky day.
yeah." I was like, "Yeah,
You need to go gamble.
that's what I told. Well, that's what I told him after or on Tuesday. I was just like, "Yeah, seems like it was a lucky day just for you," because I went to the saddest casino in
the
the
Raiders lost.
The Raiders lost. I went to the saddest casino on the strip, and I'm out $161. This has been a very rough trip. That's 28 for you. I go to
Just
Vegas.
turned 28, huh?
Yeah, 28.
I feel like I've been 28 for 3 years now.
I don't feel any different.
It's only been like 2 months.
I don't know. I say that I'm going to be fine for 30, but I feel like everyone just subtly has like a,
I ain't worried about 30.
No?
Dirty 30, man. Let's go.
What birthday are you worried for?
The one that doesn't happen.
Oh, that was badass, bro. I think that it always just depends on, what you're doing at that time. So I just hope that when I'm 40, I wake up and I'm like, I'm ready for this day and not.
I think I just have like a preconceived notion that I'm just like, I haven't reached my full potential yet. You know?
Damn, you haven't even peaked yet, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I haven't reached my final form. and I feel like it's coming somewhere around 40.
I can't wait until we're 52 and we're at Circus
And I'm wearing the
Circus.
same outfit. Like,
And we're there for your 53rd birthday. And you're like, I feel it coming, man.
it's coming any day now. Take my dentures out.
Yeah. Come on, big buddy.
Just dip it in some tequila.
I will say that one thing that gave me like an anxiety attack from laughing so hard is that just like a stupid inside joke that me and Brian were doing is that like I talk shit about the slots, but every time I won even a little bit, I'm like, all right, you know, like, and dude, no, I would seriously just be on like 10 cold streaks. I'm like, this is fucking stupid. Why did I even play this game? I'm wasting all my money. All right, big money. Like,
$5.
Yeah, I'm like,
yeah.
Reddit rad, do it again. Like, and then I'm just out $50. Like his only souvenir that he got from the trip because he doesn't gamble, but he put like just $10 in. You know,
Yeah.
He didn't get anything obviously, but he cashed out a 5-cent like voucher for the Circus, and that was his souvenir.
Like,
He said this cost me $9.95. And I was like, that's beautifully poetic,
that
dude.
is funny.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You know, are you afraid of heights?
Depends.
Would you do the stratosphere stuff with me?
What's that?
The stratosphere roller coasters? Oh, really?
Oh, the roller coaster? Sure.
The one that's on top of the Space Needle?
Yeah, why not?
You see the one where it like kind of makes it feel like you're gonna slide off? Yeah, it's like it's on like a track, but the front of it like extends past the track, and it literally just like stops at the edge.
That's cool.
Yeah.
No, see, like, I feel like roller coasters don't scare me. Just because it's like, you know, it's like a scary movie. You know, you're like watching it and you're like, this is scary, but it's not real.
And it's gonna be over
You know?
soon.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Same with roller coasters. I'm like, this is thrilling, but it's not, you know, I already know that. It's not like I'm going to fly off the motherfucker, you know? If it was something like that, like, then yeah. Like carnival rides scare the shit out of
Yeah,
me.
I won't do those. Yeah, see, look at this shit. That's like what it does.
Oh, yeah. That's cool.
And then there's this one too. It like extends over the edge. Yeah, dude. I don't know. That's just. I mean, no one's fallen off yet.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, I don't know. I ain't worried.
And then this one goes like alongside of it.
If it was something like I had
I'd probably do that one. Yeah,
that'd be crazy.
I feel like though, like I'm such a baby, dude. Like if we did that one, like I would have to have you sit right here.
Like you'd be on the inside.
I would probably like hold on to your arm and just like look over and like I'm like doing this the whole time. I'm not afraid of heights. I'm afraid of heights that are just tall enough to kill me and to not make peace. You know what I mean? Like I guarantee you that I'm hitting the ground. If this goes off the rail, we're hitting the ground in less than 10 seconds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like if I'm in an airplane and we're at like 5,000 feet and my chute doesn't open, I'm just like, okay, well,
All right.
Yep. time to apologize for all the things I've done in my life and get into heaven for free. When I was a kid and I learned about that, like what salvation was,
Yeah.
I was such a bad kid because I knew in my head all I needed to do was just say sorry.
Yeah.
And like, so dude, when I was a kid, I would fucking steal.
Yeah.
And like, you know what I mean?
You told me.
Yeah.
Just be like, sorry.
Yeah. And I'd just be like, it's okay. You know how many times I was like, I'd trade my soul to beat this level of Jack and Daxter right now. And then I beat it and I'm just like, JK, like,
You know what?
fingers crossed.
You know what's funny is like I've never I'm not religious, but I've never gambled my soul. Like not even for fun.
I think as a hyperactive, imaginative child, like there were times where I wish there would just be like some like Will Ferrell-esque, just I'm Lucifer, like this really would pop up and just be like, do you want the ability to be Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 on sick mode
For the price of your eternal soul.
Yeah, and I'd be like, okie dokie, but then like I just I never meant it, Mr. Satan. So
I was reading a book, not a book. It was like so I had the LaVeyan Satanic Bible, right?
Yeah.
Fucking sick.
yeah,
And there's there's like what do you call them disclaimers in that Bible because it's like, hey, look, there's also lots of rituals and seance bullshit and demons you can summon in this book. And then like side note from Anton LaVey, just like it's not gonna work. You can do it if it makes you feel better, but it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
So it like teaches you how to like summon like fucking Astaroth, like it's no shit.
Yeah.
And even like some demons, like this is why I always like go into like if heaven and hell are real, there's no way that either of them are infinitely evil or infinitely good. You know, we're gonna get a little religious here.
Don't worry, I'll cut
Everything
around
you
that.
know is fake.
I'll cut around this part. I'm just kidding.
No,
Just redact it.
that's just how I feel about it. I feel like
Yeah.
you know, now we're on religion.
Now that we're on the topic that I forced my way into.
It did. I kicked down that door. All right. No, yeah, I don't think that it's like either of them are infinitely good or infinitely evil. I think it's a gray area like any other fucking war, you know? And even if you read like the, you know, like the demons you can summon and stuff like that, they're not all like inherently evil, nor do they all require your soul for their services.
Oh, that's cool. Thank God. I don't know if I have mine anymore.
Don't say that to them.
Yeah, I was told that this was a BOGO deal. Like,
Just fucking just Balderrock, like demon of the abyss, just shows up. Just, oh, thank God you're here. Just just disappears.
I just assume they're gonna come out like Genie, just never had a friend, like, you know, just all right, easy, no soul.
You understand like the irony of saying thank God to a demon, right?
Yeah. Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Thank Jesus Christ.
He's just like,
Oh, yeah.
what do you want? No, but there are like demons that are like straight up just like, hey man, you want to be smarter?
I would love to be smarter.
Yeah, like just you want to learn to absorb knowledge better?
Is he gonna shice me though? Do I?
No, some of them will say like you just have to do this, this, and this, and it's like it doesn't hurt anybody. You just got to go and like collect some things and burn them in your room or something like that.
It's like how you become the smartest man in the world, but you also become the most racist man in the world. Like,
It's just there's a catch. No, but they're like I can't remember the name of the demon. I saw like it was like a meme or something, but it's a real thing, and it's like this demon prince or something like that, and he's like an owl with like really long legs. I can't remember what it's called, and I can't exactly remember what he does for you, but I remember it's like he's just like one of those like good guy demons, like he just wants to help you out.
it's me, the good guy.
Yeah. You know, and then like I also read in there that like you know how like a lot of people say or like you see in movies like how they put like pentagrams on the ground when they're like summoning the demons and stuff like that. A lot of people think that the pentagram thing or the pentacle, whatever you want to call it, is like a symbol of like Satanism, right? But it's actually a symbol of protection. You know, so that way you can't become. It's like you're supposed to stand in it, right? Or the demon stands in it. I can't remember, but it's supposed to protect whatever's inside it, you know, from influencing whatever's around it. So I read in that book that it's like, hey, don't put a pentagram on the ground.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you need to understand, like if you're calling this, it's like if you were dealing with the mafia, right?
Yeah.
You're not gonna walk up to the mafia strapped up, right? Because they're gonna be like, oh, what? You're gonna shoot us? You're gonna shoot the mafia? You know?
I don't know if you heard.
Yeah. If you're going to ask them for a favor, you don't go fucking, you know, strapped up.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. It's like they get offended if you don't trust them enough to just have a one-on-one with them or like a face-to-face. If you put like a pentagram down, then they take offense to it, and it can potentially affect the deal that you're trying to make. You know?
I see.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I think 100% that if I was in like Evil Dead, I'd be the nerd that's like, "What? Look at this cool book." You know what I mean?
you'd be the guy that just summons the fucking deadites.
Oh, that's cool, dude. This looks metal as fuck. And then I just open it. You know? Yeah, I've come to the conclusion that
Montose Kanda.
I would like to think that like I'm like the overweight frat guy that's like comedic relief to the horror movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then like you're the guy that almost makes it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm the guy that you think is gonna save everyone, and then I don't, and then it's
Yeah.
the stupid girl that.
Yeah, right. That's been right the whole time. You
Yeah,
know? But like,
yeah.
yeah. We're just like, shut up, stupid.
Shut up, stupid! You do heroin.
Yeah, it's decapitated, but she makes it out. You know what I mean?
Did you like that Evil Dead movie, the 2012 one?
It was so gnarly. That's like my thing now. I'm just like, I didn't know that that's what those movies were just like super brutal.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, I was like, oh my god, okay, you know, like.
See, yeah, like so that one, I like that one a lot. Actually, I like all the Evil Dead movies.
I like the old ones, yeah.
like all of them. I like even like fucking Army of Darkness,
Whatever,
which is
dude.
hilarious.
Yeah, Bruce Campbell in it, so who cares? Yeah.
But yeah, like the 2012 one, like it was like a new take on it, and it was supposed to be like, I don't know if it was like a what do you call it, a rehash or what's it called when you rewrite something?
It's not a
Reboot?
It's not, I guess a reboot.
Kind of like that, but it's like they took all the comedy out of it, you know, so it was just a scary movie.
Fuck yeah, it was, dude. You know.
Yeah, that movie was fucking awesome.
I will say that of reboots that have been done, it's definitely not the worst. I've seen many shitty reboots. It's actually, so speaking of one, like I love The Devil's Rejects.
Yeah.
Love that movie. And
Yeah, I think you told me that's like one of your favorites.
yeah, and Allie and I saw in like the bargain bin at Walmart that they had it. We never watched it, but it's like I finally got around to watching it, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, this wasn't very good. Like it's just like it wasn't. Like I know that you're probably waiting for me to say something more than that, but like I watched the whole thing from start to finish. And I was like, that kind of sucked. You know what I mean? Like it didn't suck, but it's just like I think that I'll like this is the
it's really hard. It's got to be really hard to make a scary movie.
Yeah, probably. But like my whole thing is that it's just like you remember your favorite parts from the original and why you loved them so much.
Yeah,
So it's just like it's in a way like you're almost expecting there just to
Are
be
you talking about like the Rob Zombie remake?
Yeah.
Okay, I think it was Rob Zombie.
Yeah, it was. And like that's like my thing with I know that there's fans and I will let people enjoy whatever it is they want to enjoy, but my personal opinion was like this new Halloween movie. God bless Jamie Lee Curtis because she's so like she's still out here
stamping that thing
still
into the
doing
ground,
it.
yeah.
Well, but it's like it doesn't look like innately a bad movie. My whole thing is that it's just like when I was a kid, Michael Myers was just like a big, strong guy. Like he was just a big.
That was his whole thing.
That was the whole thing. He was just bigger.
Do you remember that scene? I forget which one it was. But like, there's like some dude driving a truck, and he's like on top of the truck.
Yeah.
And you just see him just like, ah, and just grabs the dude by the neck and just rips his face off.
Yeah. Yeah, like and you know in the most recent movies
So
like
scary.
he's just become like a deity. You know what I mean? Like he's like
Yeah.
a fucking, you know, and it's just like the way I look at it was that I don't like they never mention like any kind of powers, but even like Jason had powers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you know what I'm saying?
I think that's why it's like kind of scary because it's like he keeps coming back.
Oh yeah, it's like the whole
you know?
unstoppable killing machine. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. But like personally, I'm like just start writing newer movies. Like you can
Yeah.
keep, you know what I mean? Like
I don't know why people are so hooked on the fact that we need to like just make these like 70s horror monsters like you know like just keep like beating that horse.
Like
you
I'm
know?
so surprised like there hasn't been like a new Creature of the Black Lagoon or like a new Frankenstein.
I think
Was there a new
I
Creature?
think they might be making a new Creature of the Black.
No.
I'm not sure, but
Did you I mean this is old news by now, but you definitely saw the horror movie with Winnie the Pooh, right?
no.
Really?
What?
Oh my god. So I forget the term that it's called, but it's like right at the tip of my tongue. But eventually, there are certain IPs that after X amount of time, public domain.
Yeah.
Eventually, they just become public domain. So like Winnie the Pooh has been around for so long that like
Just anybody can
at
use
this
it.
point, and this is the thing that's like stressing out Disney is because it is a federal law, and so it's like Mickey's time is coming up too.
Oh shit.
So now they're trying to do, but anyways, so like at first, like instant, like as I feel like the day of, like these writers like woke up and were like, "This is what we're doing."
We're gonna just ruin this fucking bear.
Dude, look at this guy. So he's terrifying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but this is a real movie. Definitely can't watch the trailer, but maybe I'll show you later. But yeah, like there's Pooh and Piglet.
Oh my god.
Yeah, man. Like, and it's just like as corny as it looks, kudos honestly to the people who wrote this because it's just like though it is an idea, it's a new idea.
That's what I'm saying. Like
know,
that's
like-
fine. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that. I don't watch
And
Pooh
I don't
anymore.
think and I don't think that like the Michael Myers movies are bad at all. I actually really like them.
Yeah.
I just think I'm just like, okay, now it's time to move on.
My thing is just like it almost seems like I can tell you what the movie's going to consist of.
Right.
You know, because every movie's the same.
Well, the last three movies of that I remember from like the Michael Myers ones, it's always like, this is it. Like it's Jamie Lee Curtis, mano y mano
Yeah.
against, you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
he
like
always
even,
comes
even
back.
with the Jason movies, like they tried to shake it up a couple times.
Right.
Like remember Jason X?
that movie was dumb.
It was dumb,
That was
but
such a
at least
dumb
they
movie.
tried. At least they were trying shit. You know,
Right.
You know, like, then they also did like other stuff, like where instead of a machete, he had a hatchet.
Yeah. And like when I was a kid, like I was a fan of the Saw movies, but after 8 of them, I'm just like, let's try something new.
Yeah, it's
know.
just we need our own stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I guess Saw is kind of like one of ours. You know, like Jigsaw is kind of like
Yeah.
one of our generations. Like
Well, like our
horror
generation's
monsters
getting
or-
now old enough to make those movies. But like if you look
Yeah.
at the guy, like I always forget his name, but he's the guy that did The Witch, Midsummer, The Lighthouse, and
Oh fuck, I knew his name too.
but anyways, like
How did that movie get so popular?
which one?
The Witch.
So that was his first movie,
Because
actually.
that didn't that movie come out in like 2016 or something?
I don't know, but that was his first movie, and it was a smashing success.
Like when it came out?
Yeah. a second.
2 V's.
Hold on.
2015 is when it came out.
Yeah. 2015 is when that movie came out.
Yeah, but I don't remember anyone talking about it back then. I remember I rented it out of a Redbox because I was going to hook up with this girl and she wanted to watch it. And I was just like...
I can't get romantical during a horror movie. I don't know how anyone else does it. Like, I'm too busy being scared.
You're the one that's just like, oh, will you hold me?
Yeah, pretty much.
Can I snuggle up with you? No, yeah, I honestly thought it was a cool movie. I haven't seen Midsummer. I keep hearing awesome things about it.
Mm-hmm. It's fantastic.
What was the other one?
He did The Lighthouse.
He did The Lighthouse?
Yeah, he did The Lighthouse.
Robert Eggers?
Robert Eggers, yes. He did The Lighthouse.
I didn't know that was him. That's awesome.
Yeah, he did The Lighthouse. He did not do Get Out. I think he helped with it, but that was Jordan Peele. And I think he also helped with Split, which was
Haven't seen those.
Yeah. Well, the Split is the
It's like a trilogy, right?
Yeah, it's to like the Mr. Glass and like the whatever.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Unbreakable. I think that's what it was called. Yeah. But yeah, man, he makes fucking baller movies. And then you have people that are just like, oh, well, there's been movies about witches. It's like, yeah, Dick, like you can take a general idea. Like the fucking like what was the one that started all the fucking the Blair Witch Project? Like that was a fucking sweet idea, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then they made a second one and no one gave a fuck about it because people see it.
It's when something becomes like iconic that any sequel is gonna just do it a disservice, you know? Because you're not allowing that movie to just continue making you money on its own like merits.
Or just make fans and then like you always have those people. There are a bunch of movies that I wish had sequels.
Like what?
I mean, that's a good point, actually. Never mind. You know what? Never mind. No sequels. I can't think of any off the top of my head. You put me on the spot. You call my bluff.
It's just like
like what?
It's like the same thing with like the Disney animated films, right? Mm-hmm. Like every first Disney animated film is awesome. Mm-hmm. Every second one is horrible, except for maybe The Lion King.
I like Toy Story 2.
Well, okay, that's different. Toy Story, that's one of those ones that just continues to, that's the gift that keeps on giving,
Yeah.
But like I'm talking about like the Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah.
Or like
I never even saw it.
Or like the Atlantis movie. Atlantis was an amazing movie, like Journey to Atlantis or whatever it's called.
Yeah, dude. Bring back that phase of animation.
The second one wasn't good, and I think that's a big part of it is that you can tell they didn't give a fuck about the animation on the sequel.
Yeah.
Like the second one is always just worse. It looks worse. Like I think even like the sequels to like the Aladdin movies like were horrible. It's just like it's one of those things. It's like for some reason like you struck gold the first time and then you keep trying to like cash that that money in and it just doesn't work out.
Keep on squeezing the teat.
Yeah.
I mean the older I get the more I realize that nostalgia is just
like if your animated film is gonna go straight to DVD or straight to back then VHS or whatever, it's like don't even bother.
But people will still watch it.
People will still watch it. I guess that's like the thing with kids movies is that parents will just put it on to shut their kids up and stuff.
Right. Well, no, I mean, and that's just how it is, like the general population, and that's when I kind of realized like how many people exist. You know what I mean? Like when I really think about it, because I don't know anyone personally that will look at me honestly and say, "I fucking loved the movie Jack and Jill." That movie was a commercial failure.
Yeah.
But it's still okay by a critic by a critic's perspective. But it still made all of its money back.
Right.
Because people will still take their kids and like stuff like
Right.
that. You know what I mean? So it's just like I think that I don't know. People are just like, "Oh, well, you're just hating and stuff like that." But it's just like I honestly don't like I don't want a new like Jack and Daxter game. I really don't care anymore. Like I remember how fun the trilogy was, and that's it.
I think you just know that like it's been long enough to where like if they were to make a new one, it would be too different and it would play on a lot of the old tropes that just seems like it's just trying to like bait you in.
But then there's like new mechanics that are gonna be annoying, or there's gonna be like it's not the same actors. That's gonna be annoying.
That's how I felt about like the remember I told you like in the Borderlands game. So like Borderlands 1 was funny, right? It had its own things, but it was also like a very, very complicated game to play, in terms of like your stats and stuff like that. Like in that game, it was like if you used revolvers all the time, right, you leveled up your revolver skill, right? The second one didn't do that. The second one was much more simplified, and I know you love the second one. I do too, but I could tell you like because you never played through the first one, have you?
No, I didn't beat it, but I played it.
Yeah. So the second one, you like from having played and beaten the first one. and then going to the second one, like the second one brought back so many like things from the first game, but like in like a dumb way. Like it was just like, you know, remember this, like, you know, like to the point where you're just like, yeah,
Right. It's kind of like the whole thing now with like Avengers, where it's just like, remember Ant-Man and the Wasp? Like, oh yeah, dude, fuck yeah. And that's how I felt with like the Spider-Man movie. Like that movie was literally every viewing of that newest Spider-Man movie should have came with a needle of pure dopamine. You know what I mean? Because like the only reason that movie was cool was because you saw Toby and you saw Andrew.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what everyone wanted for a long time. And don't get me wrong, it was cool. But it's just like, that's why like, if I would have told myself that as like a kid, like
Yeah.
this is the movies we're gonna get, I'd lose sleep over. Like I'd be so excited. Like I can't
Right,
wait.
right.
But as an adult, it's like I can't even watch like Marvel movies like anymore. Like it's just like they're one and done experiences for me because I'm just like, yeah, I'm cool.
I think it's just that when you can feel that like a studio or something like that is trying to sell you nostalgia, it's like it kind of becomes like a little like,
Yeah.
you know, almost like you're taking advantage of my age, like,
Yeah.
you know. So it's I don't know. I like the Spider-Man movie. Like again, like I think the same thing you said. Like I wish everybody was on the screen longer.
Yeah.
You know, because it did feel kind of just like, haha, and there's this for you.
Right.
You know, like
Oh, remember Oscorp?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
you know. So I don't know. I go back and forth. Because like I feel the same way you did about it. I still enjoyed the movie.
Yeah. 100%.
So
I'll
I don't know. I just wish we had like more of our own stuff. Like I don't know why we have to dwell on nostalgia so much. You know?
Tradition, you know, one of my favorite quotes ever. Tradition is old people's luggage. Stop carrying it.
Yeah. You know? And we have like some new stuff, you know, like I remember like what is it? The Babadook, you know.
Well, yeah,
That whole thing,
but
like,
there are still new concepts, and they do fucking suck. You know, and I'm not just saying that. Yeah, like I mean, I never really saw that movie, but it's just like, and we have had original like writers in our time, like Jordan Peele just knocked
he's
it out of the fucking
amazing,
park.
yeah.
Get Out and Nope were two fucking cool movies,
Yeah.
cool original ideas.
Yeah.
But I'm not interested in seeing the inevitable new 2023 Texas Chainsaw Massacre when that gets released.
Right.
Yeah. I'm
Because
just like,
again,
I
it's like
got it,
you're
dude.
just feeding us the same
Show me
shit.
the family.
Yeah.
Show me the meat hook. Show me the
Right.
chainsaw. That was scary.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there's my now. Now I got bills to pay. Now I'm fucking
Yeah,
sad
it's
again.
like you're watching the same movie with different scenes and actors, you know?
Right.
So I don't know. I go back and forth. Sometimes I like the nostalgia.
Oh no, for sure. Like it's a good. Like it is cool to be like, oh, remember that. Like that's cool. I'm just saying that it would be cool. I just feel like new ideas are in my mind are always more welcome.
I just don't like talking to people and be like, have you seen Texas Chainsaw? And they're like, oh yeah, I saw it in theaters last year. Just, no,
Oh,
not that one. Not
bud.
that one.
Not that one, buddy.
You know?
Yeah.
And we're back.
There we go. I like when you do that. It's like a new little flavor.
Horror movies are bad.
I'm not even a fan of them. Are we gonna keep just go back into this?
Why the fuck not?
I'm
It's Halloween.
I'm just such a huge baby too. I don't like a lot of horror movies. Like I don't have the stomach that a lot of people have, and some of them are so like innocuous and not scary at all. But like I'll do them, but not at a movie theater.
You know what I think the secret sauce is for
What?
horror movies is practical effects.
Yeah.
I think if you make a horror movie with CGI, you already fucked up.
Oh, just like some Cronenberg shit, like the
Yeah.
Fly shit. Yeah.
You gotta have some shit that looks fucking real.
Do you remember that movie? I don't remember that movie, but I think it was a Cronenberg movie. It's like a very iconic scene. I've never even seen the movie, just the scene where like the dude's head explodes.
Yeah.
But it looks so fucking real. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, dude.
But I mean, like the stimulus that we have to put, like just the stimuli that are in horror movies now. Because I mean, you look at, you know, the original like Bram Stoker's Dracula or like Nosferatu or the original Frankenstein. It's like you knew there were people like, oh my god.
Yeah.
But now you have movies that is like you can't even play this in 3 countries. Like that's
yeah,
you know.
yeah. See, that's I think how you know you made a good one is
Yeah.
like when you know you have a movie that's just like there have been horror movies where like that have been investigated, you know.
Oh yeah.
Because it looks like someone actually got murdered.
Yeah, like Cannibal Holocaust. That movie was made in like the 70s or 80s, and yeah, it was supposed to be like an indigenous tribe. See, that was another sequel. They made a sequel called Green Inferno.
Oh yeah, recently.
Yeah, recently. That movie's fucking crazy. Like that's the shit I don't like. Like scary movies that can totally happen in real life is not my forte.
It's
Like home invasion movies, indigenous people, like tribe movies.
Yeah.
Like I'll even put in the same category like Skinwalkers and shit like that. Like, or like I was watching. Do you remember the VHS series?
I remember. I never watched.
They're like a bunch of short stories and but like you know, what are my two least favorite things on the planet? The ocean and space. You know what I mean? Like terrified of aliens and like there's this one that is notoriously freaky. And for people listening, I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about. But it's like these group of kids making like a home movie and they get abducted by fucking aliens and shit like that.
Cool.
But like one of the first scenes is like they have like a camcorder on them at all times and they're in like the lake and they're like squirting them like with water guns or whatever. One of the kids like dives underneath real quick and like just quickly you could see like one of the aliens like reach his hand out and then he puts his head back up. I was like like I know it's fake, but it's just like Jesus Christ. I can't do it. So I can't like that's why I'm not the go-to when it comes to like horror movie critiques because mine are coming from pure biases.
Maybe. I don't know. Even there's even exceptions to like the CGI thing that I said, like, because I can think of a few movies that do CGI really well, like, but I think it's like if you need to have like the production, you know, like can do. Yeah. Like the Alien movies, like a lot of those movies have a lot of CGI in them now. Like Alien Covenant, like I don't care what anyone says because I've heard that bad things about that movie. I watched it. I love that movie.
What was your first experience with like a horror movie that you remember was so scary as a kid that it, like you think about it today with how scary that scene was? Like regardless of how old you've gotten or like I'm over it now, like I remember that being one of the most horrifying experiences of my life.
You know, I couldn't explain like an exact scene.
Really?
Maybe I could, but
like think hard about it. Like when you were a kid, like you accidentally, like maybe you're flipping through channels and you accidentally.
Well, see, like I can remember one scary part of a movie that wasn't even a horror movie. That like scared me, and that was The Jackal. Did you ever watch that movie?
No, I didn't.
It's like Bruce Willis and Jack Black's in it also.
Okay.
It's like from early 2000s or something like that.
Okay.
And there's a scene where like I think I might have talked about it already, but there's a scene where he's like testing out this rifle. Bruce Willis.
Oh yeah, and he's
like, go hold up this box of Tic Tacs or something like that, right?
Yeah.
And he like holds it up and he blows his whole arm off.
Yeah.
You know that well
because it looked real.
Yeah, and as a kid I was like, what the fuck? You know.
Yeah. So
but also like you know like what was it like The Tooth Fairy? Like that movie was kind of creepy.
Mine for me, I feel like I've talked about this on the show so many times, but have we talked about Fire in the Sky?
I think we might have briefly talked about it in one of the last episodes.
So one thing that always kills me about like movies is when, like you said, like they're not supposed to be that scary, but then there's like a holy shit like moment. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of like the same like how I feel about like remember like that episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog about like perfection and he has like that creepy dream, you know?
So you're not perfect.
Yeah. That you're like, what the fuck? You know? Fire in the Sky is a movie about like alien abductions or whatever. And there's like this horrifying scene. It ends up being a dream, but I remember, dude, like it was yesterday. I think I was literally in that room, like in my living room as a kid, and I was flipping through channels, and there's this guy on a gurney or like an operating table or whatever, and there's these two aliens. They all look this, you know, like the big slender gray, you know. And they're just like experimenting with him and like stuff like that. And they're like putting shit in his mouth. And then like they wrap like a fucking like latex sheet over him. So it's like skin tight, which is another thing I don't like. And then like, but I remember like,
oh yeah, you mentioned, you said he like starts mutating underneath.
Yeah. And then he tries to like crawl, like he like breaks away and tries to go and he sees his house. And like the dream ends by them like pulling him back in and he wakes up. Like I was so afraid of that scene. My hand wanted to change the channel, but like I was in fear. I felt like a deer in the headlights. Like, what the fuck? Oh, you scared the fuck out of me. I thought, no, because it like pinched me. I thought I just got bit by a fucking spider or something.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Did you see my face?
Because you're barefoot.
Oh my God. I just got like goosebumps from that. Why are you trying to scare me right now?
I'm not. I was just moving my foot.
He's back.
I got big old fucking shit kickers on.
But like, yeah, I was like a deer in the headlights, dude. Like I could not.
So tell me this then. Like what trope in like a horror movie is like, you're just like, no. Like,
home invasion.
Home invasion.
Yeah. So like
aliens or like
no,
just
well that, but also
someone
like
catching you, like cornering you.
No, like the strangers. Like I can't like evil for the sake of doing evil, whether it's fake or you know not. Like movies like When a Stranger Calls or like the original Scream. Like chaos for the sake of chaos. Like there is no motive.
Yeah.
Is what freaks me out the most, and what sells it the most to me is how people are directed in a way where it's just like. The plea on their face, like I know they're actors and I know they make more than I'll ever make in my life and I know they're at home right now totally fine. I feel more of a connection to those people in those moments, and it starts as unsettling, and then it just makes me feel sad throughout the
So
movie.
you just don't like seeing people like getting fucked up that don't deserve it.
Correct. So like I always say, like I've seen it once, and I'll never watch it again. Is the original, The Hills Have Eyes.
Yeah.
Because like that family did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there's horrible scenes of sexual assaults.
I still
you know
to
what I
this
mean?
day have not watched that movie.
It's so sad. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
and it sucks. Or like, you know, like one thing I've said for years now, it's like when I watched like Strangers or whatever, it's just a group of 3 people who were just tormenting this newlywed couple.
My favorite, or the part that like gets me on that movie is the part where they're like, you know, like they're strapped to the chair or whatever. And then I think it's the daughter, the daughter murderer. And she like just walks up and she's just like, like just shoves a fucking full on steak knife into their chest.
And it's just like, like I think it was almost even the same scene where it's just like they're like, why are you doing this? And there's like, because you were home. Like you know what I mean? Like I will never forget that line.
So
you know?
tell me this: do you like Funny Games?
Funny Games was interesting.
It's kind of like the same kind of principle.
I love the intro.
Oh hell yeah!
Like
the
this, like
Swedish just thrash punk.
I like that it breaks like the fourth wall all the time.
Yeah.
But then again, because at the end of it, like it's not a happy ending. Like the guy essentially, you know, how you've seen it. You know, it's just like, oh, whoop, let's do everything differently again.
Yeah.
It just bums me out. Like that's like my whole thing is
feel
that,
that.
You know, so it's just like, you know, I'm still that guy where it's just like I run up the stairs when it's black behind me. You know what I mean? Like I don't, you know, and there's so many. I mean, you could see there's so many corners in this house that I just don't like it. And that's just a fear that's come, like just into my adulthood.
What's that movie? I always forget the name of the actor. He's a really famous actor. He was in Hot Tub Time Machine.
Is it the young guy? Is it the youngest
No,
one?
it's
Is
the
it
old-
Lou? Is he balding?
It's like the main character guy.
Oh, yeah. Brendan Fraser?
No.
I got it. Hold on. Yeah, because now it's gonna kill me. Let me see. 2010. John Cusack.
John Cusack.
Yeah.
He is in a movie. I want to say it's about aliens or something like that. I don't remember what movie it is, and I don't even think I've seen the whole movie. But I remember it was like when I still had cable and I was like flipping through channels or whatever, and I saw this scene. I don't know what movie it is. If you know what movie it is, please tell me, or you might know.
Yeah.
It's a scene of it's like a bunch of like people like just running around in a circle, like you know, like the like how they say like you can get ants to like just infinitely run in a circle like after a while. And it's like the people are doing that, and it's something to do with like their cell phones or something like that, and like they're all just like they're all like brainwashed or something like that.
But it's aliens?
I think it's aliens. I'm not sure. Like it seemed pretty aliens to me.
Let's see.
Martian Child, maybe?
Martian
No,
Child?
that looks like a funny movie.
That sounds like a good, kind-hearted movie. Singularity?
Maybe.
I don't know.
But it was like I don't know what it was that was so off-putting about that, because it's like I think what sold it to me was like you see people like running around and he's like on his phone or something like that and like trying to like get help, and then like something he like realizes that he can't or something right like that, right? You see like people and like they're running around in a circle with like their arms just like dangling, and they're just kind of like right, just running around in a circle, and then like the scene cuts, and then he's like part of the circle, like
Oh.
yeah, and you see him just like like running around in the circle, and I don't know what's so off-putting about that.
Yeah.
Something about like someone you losing like their humanity or something like that scares me. Like, what is that movie? Was it Battle of Los Angeles or something like that?
You're probably thinking of District 9.
No.
Oh.
There's a movie where it's like there's these like spaceships and like they shine lights in your eyes, and then like you see people's like and they're just like instantly brainwashed.
Oh, yeah.
It's not the Sandra Bullock movie. It's not Bird Box. I forget what it is, but it's like I think it's Battlefield Los Angeles. I think it's either that or it's Skyline or something like that.
It's probably that, because Battle for LA was just like a war movie about aliens
then-
versus humans.
Well then maybe it was Skyline.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's like this alien, these ships flying around, they like shine this light in your face and like you're instantly brainwashed. And then like the scene, like the end of the movie, it's like this boyfriend who's like trying to save his girlfriend or something like that. He ends up like you see what happens, like he gets captured into the ship or whatever, and they like like cut his head open and like take his brain out and put it in like this alien body because like they like need the human brains to survive or something like that. Yeah. And then it's like his like human will is like too strong for the alien body or something like that. Okay. So he takes over the body and then he just like massacres all these aliens to go save his girlfriend.
Oh hell yeah!
And it's like that's awesome, but I'm also just like that sucks. Like, you're a fucking monster now.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, that's exactly what like District 9 makes me feel.
Yeah, like same principle.
It
like,
wasn't really a good ending. You know what I
fucking love that movie.
That movie is just such a bummer.
It is a bummer.
That guy just sells it so good. That guy is such a good guy and bad guy. I forget his name, but he is a South African
actor.
Yeah, but like when he was in is it Chappie? No. Yeah, he's in that movie with Matt Damon.
No, you know what it is he plays the voice of Chappie.
Right, but he's also in that movie with Matt Damon where they have like mech suits and stuff like that. Remember that? Like Matt Damon's just like a schmuck who just lives on Earth and like everyone like who's rich.
Elysium?
Maybe Elysium. Yeah, but he was like a bad guy in that one, and like he fucking rocked. That actor is so good. But watching his body like transform through all that shit just bummed me out.
Oh yeah.
So sad. I know.
So that's that. So like going back to like
all because of what like that 2-second event. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. So like for me, like a big trope that I hate in horror movies, but I also love at the same time, but I hate it and it'll give me nightmares is body horror.
Oh yeah.
I fucking hate body horror. When I see someone like fucking mutating,
just like the Raiders of the Lost Ark shit.
Yeah. Like what is it in like like when the guy grows like the spider legs out of his head and shit. Like that's fucking gross. But
yeah, that kind of like I kind of feel that way too. Like in the dreams that is it David? Yeah, David has in Cyberpunk, like where his like arms become like just like a bunch of guns. Like when he's in like that, that like freaks me out, you know. Or it's just like Akira, you know.
Oh
like,
yeah, Akira creeps me the fuck out.
Like dude. so it is like so those practical effects are really something. But like my whole thing is just at the end of the day is just like it's the fucking Walking Dead like dilemma. It's just like it's not really so much like any monster movies. It's fucking people. Like people just freak me the fuck out, you know. Like
it's weird, huh? It's like I think it's just like it's not so much. I think what a lot of horror movies get wrong is that they're like, we need to put it in front of them, right? We need to show the monster. And a lot of people like to see the monster, you know, but a lot of times it's done wrong, like Cloverfield. Yeah. You know? It's like, oh, it's a big hulking fucking thing, you know? Yeah. I don't give a shit. Yeah. You know? I think, what was it? It's a really popular scary movie. The couple, and they like exercise houses.
Oh, like the Conjuring series?
Is it The Conjuring?
Yeah. Or Insidious. It's one of those two.
Insidious,
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
And that one. Like that one. Like there's one time you see the monster. Yeah. Fucking Darth Maul looking motherfucker. Yeah. But like that was enough to be like, because it's so fast that you're just kind of like, what the fuck? You know?
Oh no, it's 2 times. It's when they have like that really iconic scene where they're kind of going back and forth, like the cameras are doing that thing.
Yeah,
where
and
it's like, right behind him. Yeah. And then when he goes into like that little parallel dimension, you see him like real quick, like on the glass, because he's
So stuff like that, like that's pushing it. Like that was almost too much.
Well, that movie was like the king of jump scares. I remember that. Like that they did scares so good.
Oh, like remember like when you see the kids staring at the wall in the corner, they never address it.
Yeah, like, you know, like shit. Like that's the other thing is that like that's when I do like how like a lot of movies have masterfully done like look again kind of things. Exactly. Like so I think of like Midsummer. Like one thing I never realized is that you know, I know you haven't seen that movie, which you absolutely should. There's a scene where they're kind of taking our protagonist. She's kind of like the belle of the ball, essentially. Like she's like the most important lady in this festival, so they like put like a bunch of crowns on her, and like she put like this crown of flowers and this, you know, like this whole cape of flowers and shit like that. But if you notice, there's 2 things, because she's dealing with the death of her parents and her sister. Her sister, I think
it's about her like she like joins a cult or something.
No,
right?
She goes to a place to get her mind off of it, and one of the friends, spoiler alert, I guess, one of the friends like coerces them into going to like where he's from, and they need like sacrifices and stuff like that. It's not her idea. But no, the whole movie she's just going through grief, and like so one thing that you notice is like if you look at a certain scene, you could see like her sister's face amongst the trees, like you know, or like she had on the crown that she has. There's a particular flower right next to her forehead where if you look at it, it's pulsating. So it's like and like depending on what's going on in the scene, like it matches her heart. So sometimes it pulses fast or slow. It's like little things like that. Or like if you look at Hereditary, around the end of have you seen that movie?
That was the other movie that I haven't watched it, but I wanted to.
Like there's a scene where it's just, I won't give away too much, but it's just like the camera is focused on our subject, so to speak. But if you look behind him, like there's something on the wall.
Ah.
But like you don't see that. Like I didn't notice it until the second time, and I'll tell you this much: the second time I was like, like it just freaked me
Yeah,
out. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like and so like that's what I do like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stuff that like makes you like think. So my thing with what I was gonna say is like you can either put the monster right in front of someone,
Mm-hmm.
right, and make them see it, or like you can just allow their own imaginations to like kind of, fuck them up.
Yeah.
So there are some movies that do really good in both of those categories. Like obviously like the Stephen King movies, like they always put the monster right in front of you.
Right.
But then there's stuff like trying to think of a good example. I can't think of a good example, but movies like that just kind of like let you like I guess Bird Box is a good one, like where you kind of have to like feel out like how it's going to go, like what the monster's capable of, or they make it like faceless somehow, like the like the not Independence Day, War of the Worlds movie with Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Then how like you don't see the aliens until like one of them crawls out of the ship and dies.
Right. I do enjoy that. Like I do enjoy like the where is it? Like what was that? Super 8. Did you ever see Super 8?
Yeah.
That was a cool movie because like the whole movie, it's like, what is this thing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But like
yeah.
they've seen it, but like we as the audience have
Right.
not seen it. You know what I mean? Like that is really cool. Like I do enjoy stuff like that. Or I had one that was on the tip of my tongue. I think it was called like The Wendigo.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know, but it's like that thing I'm sure you've seen like the gif of, which like it's like the big like deer looking thing, but it has like human arms on its
Yeah.
face. It's like you don't see that till the very end of the movie, but it's
Right.
like I don't know, like that's cool.
Yeah. So it's just it has to it's very like the placement of that kind of stuff has to be very, very particular, like in order for it to have the effect you want it to have.
But violence for the sake of violence, like going back to like shock value and stuff like that, has just never been my forte.
And that's one of the reasons why I haven't watched like The Hills Have Eyes, because I said like because of that.
I'm
already.
talking about like shit that's like banned in a lot of places, like 100 Days of Sodom or like Serbian film, like stuff that's grotesque to just be grotesque. I'm like, it takes a special person. Like those are movies that you only watch. Like they're
It's one of those like
rides.
how long can you sit through this?
Right.
kind
It's
of
like
thing.
you watch those movies. Like you watch those movies for the same reason you watch Two Girls, One Cup, which was just like I got to say that I watched it. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
Like
Human Centipede. that was
right.
one of them, yeah.
Shit like that where it's just like this isn't like this. Like you like I want to meet the person that's like, here's why a Serbian film is a cinematic masterpiece. It's like no, it's not. You know what I mean? Like it's just freaky, and that's okay. And that's what the goal was to be freaky for the sake of being
It's
freaky.
like it's just like pushing,
Right.
pushing you,
Right.
you know?
But like to make you like I don't know. I just like movies that just really make you really think like.
Yeah, like there's some movies I think that are even like considered horror that aren't even particularly horrifying,
Mm-hmm.
like Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah.
Have you seen that movie?
Oh, it's been so long. But
Oh
yeah.
my god, I fucking love that movie. I always
That's a Guillermo del Toro, right?
Yeah, I always forget that it's in a different language.
Yeah.
Like whenever I watch it, I'm just like, why do I remember this in English? You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's in Spanish. That's right.
It's in like I don't even think it's Spanish. I think, or if it is, it's in like Spanish
Or like Portuguese?
It's like Spanish or Portuguese or something
Okay.
like that. But no, yeah, dude, that movie is awesome. And like, I mean, everything Guillermo del Toro does is fucking cool.
I do think that the horror movie fan base is really cool though. Like I will say like that's some of the coolest nerds I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
Like it would never be my house, but I do love like I have had friends that are just have like these like oddities all over their house, you know what I mean? I would never get high in my house ever again, but like I've seen such cool things that people have done and I'm just like, dude, that's sick. You know what I mean? Like so I like the fan base around it. I'm not saying that people who are just like, oh, I only like spooky movies and it's Halloween, so we're all it's like that's cool, man. I'm just bad at watching them because I'm a fucking scaredy cat.
Yeah, but I feel like that's the point. It's like, and I feel like it's one of those things where like the more you do it, the more used to it you get.
I've just never understood the person that's like, so sometimes, it's just nice to be scared. Like,
Yeah.
who?
Because it's like you think about it, like okay, you go through like the doldrums of like everyday life. It's like you're only meant to be scared, like biologically, you're only meant to be scared when you're in danger.
Yeah.
And like we're not in danger all the time, at least not like that.
Yeah.
So I think it's interesting that you can like you have like a movie or something you can watch that makes you, that increases your heart rate, that makes you worry. I think it's just that. It's like getting high. It's just like you get to feel something you don't normally feel.
I guess. I don't know. I just overthink those movies and I just like put myself, what it is for me is I put myself and like my family in those like situations.
And that's wrong. Don't do that.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like it's just like it really reminds me of like that SpongeBob bitch, like what if Gary's a robot? You know what I mean? Like no, dude, seriously. Like I think of like, or what's that old movie with the iconic scene? It's like the people who get like possessed by like aliens. It's like that scene where the guy's like, Wah! He like looks
Yeah.
at, you know what I mean? It's just like which one of my friends or family is secretly just
So that's funny that you mentioned that because like I've had nightmares like that. I've never really watched movies like that, but I've had nightmares like that since I was
Body Snatchers, I think it
a
was.
little kid. You know, since I was a little kid, I've had nightmares like that. You know, like having dreams like where like I went to go visit my grandma, who I love. Right, she's one of my favorite people on the planet. And then like later on that night, I would have a nightmare that I went to my grandma's house and then left, and then as soon as the door closed, she just
Yeah.
you know, just turned off.
Yeah.
You know, that's scary to me.
Right.
Or like I remember having dreams. You know what scares me, and I think it's actually scary for a lot of people, but they don't realize it.
Oh, I'm excited. What?
Is when you hear a scream from a person of like genuine fear.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And like I used to have like nightmares like this all the time because I remember like I'm trying to think about what it was specifically. I can't remember what it was, but I remember my dream was like I was at my grandparents' house. Right, I was sitting in like the bed of like my grandpa's truck in the garage. My dad was like having a beer with his brother or something like that, right? And I remember like someone just going like, "What the fuck is that?" You know, like,
Oh my god.
super loud, like
Holy
super
shit.
loud out of genuine fear. And then I look up at the sky and I just see like a giant fucking like spaceship, like slowly just like in the sky.
This is a dream?
That's a dream.
Oh, okay.
As a little kid, I was like 5 or something like that.
Yeah.
So that was fucking scary. But like I've noticed, if you want to really freak somebody out, dude, straight up just do that. Do something like that, you know, or like really just try to sell the fear behind someone. You know, like I think I've done it with you a couple times, where like you'll be just like standing there like next to a window, and I'll just be like,
Yeah. That shit's not funny, dude. Like you doing that, I fucking hated that, dude.
Yeah.
I used to have a friend in high school. I don't even remember his name, but he went to high school with us, and we were hanging out for like a cup, like just. I don't know why we started hanging out, but we did for like 3 weeks. I mean, it wasn't long, but like the few times I was in his car, like we'd be driving, and then out of nowhere he just yell,
Yeah.
and I'm just like it would scare the
Right.
I can't.
Yeah, like when you're not expecting it, it's fucking scary.
So-
I think I've risked our lives a couple of
Yeah.
times in the car when you're driving. I'm just like, oh no.
Yeah, that's not me. So like there's like, and like that was like my thing is that yes, I was like stoned, super stoned in Vegas, but it's just like we made the conscious decision to go to essentially what is the saddest hotel or like casino with those expectations.
Yeah.
But because it was a Monday and it's not a popular casino, like what was affecting me was like this is like my stuff that I don't like is like liminal space. So I'm not recording anymore. I fucked up that, but you know, liminal space for those of you just that don't know is just look up the back rooms on Google.
Yeah.
And it's just like emptiness. Like that's what it felt like. So like every time Brian was not in my peripherals, like I would freak out because it's just
I want to know why that's so off-putting, because it's like, remember you said like you were getting the last of your stuff out of your apartment the other day.
Yeah.
And you said just being like in the empty apartment was just making you feel like
yeah, like
really off.
like there's certain angles like and I want to. It's so weird because it sounds so lame, but it's just like because it takes no effort. But like I wanted to like make a little portfolio of pictures of just me, or like making my own liminal space.
Yeah.
Like
And I think you tried one, didn't you? Like,
I did for a little bit, but I kind of scrapped it because I would like to kind of write more like an ARG. I tried doing
no,
that.
there's
but-
one on the channel.
Oh yeah, kind of. But like okay, like remember like the old intro that I would do where I had like the basement and then like it, you know what I mean? Like it's just like, and up next the basement dweller, you know, which is like the bottom of the stairs. We didn't know what else was there. Like it's that feeling. Oh, like that picture. Remember I made like the little indie rock album.
Yeah.
Like that picture is very like, because I've read that the reason why it's so unsettling is because people feel like it's a place they've been before. So they usually like attest like for example, if we look at this first picture, like it's just like an empty like space. Like it looks like an empty like mall. It's like I think a Metro Mall.
Yeah.
Like I've been there before, but like when I look at this picture, it's like it's just me in there.
It's like, do you remember? I think you might have shared it a while back. It was like an abandoned mall or something like that, or it was like a mall before hours or something. No, I think it was an abandoned mall, and like someone like just had a shot of like the mall empty, and then they played like the Out of Touch song.
Yeah.
And
I did share that.
but it sounded like it was far away. You know, like it was playing in the background.
Yeah.
And like they edited it to look like that, and something about it was just so off.
Right.
You know?
So it's the twinge of familiarity, but with the uncertainty of like what's going on.
Like this is
like,
familiar, but
like when I see this picture, like I think of like my grandmother's old basement, like that she had. You know what I mean? But like it's a fever dream where I feel like I've just been plopped into an empty, quiet house.
yeah.
Oh. It's all right. But yeah, so it's like that's like the freaky thing for me, and so it's like I've been obsessed with all these like back rooms things because it's just like, for some reason, like it freaks me out, but it's just like I love it. Like that's a hotel, and in any other situation, you're like, oh, whatever. Like,
Do you think it's also like just the confinement, like
yeah,
the fact that there's no apparent exit? Like,
yeah, like
available?
that too. Like that's freaky. But like if you look at something like that, where it's like a big open trade floor,
Yeah.
like you feel like there's someone there.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Or like there should be.
Right. Like, so like, you know, when I look at these things, like I always tell whoever, like people listening, like imagine, like close your eyes and imagine you're at Disneyland, right? I don't know when the last time you went to Disneyland was, if you're familiar with the layout, you know, but just close your eyes, imagine you're spending a whole day at Disneyland. And now imagine you're the only one there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and you have to spend, the challenge is that you spend from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. in Disneyland all by yourself. Nothing's going to jump out at you. Nothing's going to scare you. It's just another day, but like you're the only one there. Regardless of the safe haven of what I've told you, like just like, no, we're not going to freak you out. It's naturally unsettling because there should be more people here. So now you feel like when you go to ride Thunder Mountain, there's definitely someone watching you.
Do you think that's like a primal instinct we have? Like, do you
Maybe.
think it's like one of those like separated from the pack kind of things? Like
Maybe. Like
now I'm vulnerable to predators. And
so
shit?
we did. It's so funny you say that because like we did nothing out of the ordinary in Vegas, but there was always this this twinge of unsettling because I'm not from here.
Yeah.
And it's so overstimulated. Like, okay, where are the cards at? Like, where are the card tables at? Where are the slots at? I'm hungry. Where's that at? But and you're in one place. I mean, these places are fucking massive.
Yeah.
You know. So, but it's just like out there. I know that there's 50 other hotels just like this. Like, there's so much. Like, it's overwhelming because like it's such a big space, and yet even though there's people around you, like you feel like you're out of your element.
So tell me, for you, like, so like think about like something like this, but like imagine like Chernobyl, like, so it's empty,
Yeah.
but it's also like destroyed.
Yeah.
Does that freak you out the same way?
Yeah. No. That's all it is. It's literally just open space.
Like pull up like some like pictures of Chernobyl, just like
How the fuck do you spell that again?
CHERNOBYL.
Yeah, there it is. Oh yeah, like this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
See, like, and this is something that again is something I've wanted to just do. Like it's unsettling. Like that's all it is.
See, like look at that. Actually, go back to that picture that you were at.
Oh, like the first one.
Yeah. So like the first pictures you see, it's 1997 and 2011.
Yeah.
Like you see like the left side. So this is what freaks me out about that. It's like no one has any business being there.
Yeah.
Right. So, and like the pictures aren't that different, but it's like they're different enough to where it almost seems like it's been fucked with.
Yeah.
You know?
Like it's like time. Even though you're not there, like time is still moving.
Yeah. Like so it's like a difference of like 20 years, but like in the 20 years, it's like the walls have fallen apart. The
So,
fucking
like-
shelf like crumbled.
Like I love this picture and I love how much I hate it. So again, I'm not recording, my bad, but it's just two apartment buildings and a teeter-totter and just an old park. Like there's a bunch of grass and stuff like that. But like if you look at this picture, the thing that kills me is that if I was there right now, my only innate response is in one of those windows, someone's watching me. They're not.
Right.
But that's what they could be, you know. But that's what I think of. That's why. Do you remember like my old dreams? Remember the dreams that I used to have?
Yeah.
I don't even know if I've talked about this on the show either. But like for the longest time, actually, just recently, I stopped having them. Thank God. But
Oh, now you're gonna start having.
now I'm
them
gonna start
again.
having them again. But they weren't ever necessarily like horror story dreams or anything like that. But what it always was me and a combination of three of my friends in the car. I never knew what kind of car it was, but it was always at night and it was always in familiarity of where I've been in Arizona. So, you know, one night we could be driving around like Marley Park where I used to live, or one night where we like just drove by Lost Leaf in downtown. And the dream consists of about 5 minutes of just like chit chat between my friends. And I'm never driving, but the goal of the car ride is that they're taking me home. The thing is though, every time I'm talking with my friends, at one point, one friend kind of does like the, all right, well, you know, and like it's like they pull over somewhere, and I get out, and I'm like, all right, guys, thanks for everything. Have a good night, you know, stuff like that. And they drive away, and you just hear like that, you know what I mean? They drive away. It's like, and just imagine like a quiet night in your backyard. Like that's it. Like you hear like the passing of cars and stuff like that. But the problem is I know where I'm supposed to go and I'm nowhere near my home. So now the rest of the dream is just me walking by myself to my house. So like imagine where I'm at now and imagine the walk from like here to downtown Phoenix.
Right.
Yeah. And it's just like that's what the dream consists of. The dream literally is just me like just walking until I get to my house. By myself. Nothing ever jumps out at me, nothing ever scary to me. No one ever picks me up. But just I'm walking down the street and you just hear the street lamps or whatever, and you just hear cars pass.
So it's like that, like solitariness, or is it just like being alone? Or?
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I've always had a weird thing about being like alone. I don't, even like I remember, I'm an old man now. I always like to go to bed early, but like when I had my own apartment, I would hit people up at like 2 a.m. on like a Tuesday, like, hey man, you want to hang out? Like, because I just, so.
I could see going kind of crazy in that apartment.
Yeah. I mean, just a little 1-bedroom sad apartment. But yeah, I mean, those are like the dreams I have. So like when I see this stuff in real life, like that's what I think of are like my dreams.
Yeah.
And like I've always been obsessed with just like liminal spaces. Like if I wanted to, like if I was ever like a photographer, like I'd want to just I want that to be my thing. It's just liminal spaces.
See, I have similar similar dreams, but kind of in a different perspective. Like mine is always like I'm driving. So like even when I was little, I used to have dreams that for some reason I'm driving, as a little kid, I'm driving, and I have no idea where the fuck I am.
Yeah.
And this is before like, GPS on your cell phone and shit like that. Right. Yeah. But just that feeling of being like absolutely lost in a strange city, and then driving, hoping I see something familiar. And then I would always end up like somewhere like on the outskirts of the city, like in the desert or forest or something like that, and then it's like, I always get out of the car and I always look at like where the city is. I can always see the city, right? Not sure what city it is, right? But I could always see it. And I'm always just like, what the fuck am I going to do? Yeah. Like, there's no way out. Like, I can go in this direction, that direction, whatever. And I think this is partially because, like, you guys always make fun of me about how I'm so bad with, like, directions, like north, south, whatever. I don't fucking know.
Right.
Right? So, like, even as a little kid, I was just like, I don't know which way to go. Yeah. Because whatever direction I go could be taking me further away from where I'm supposed to be. So I don't know. Maybe if you guys, if anyone knows how to dissect dreams,
seriously, man.
But even like those dreams have like kind of evolved as I've gotten older.
Right.
And now it's what it's turned into is like, I kind of know where I am. Like when I'm driving, I still have those dreams. I kind of know where I am. But something always fucking happens. Like I committed like some horrible crime, like I fucking flew past a cop or like I fucking ran over somebody or like
those are two different.
Like, I know it is, but it's always like something like I did something.
I either ran a red light or I killed a whole family.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's something like, and I think what scares me about it is because I don't know how I would actually react in that situation. Yeah. But like. That's usually something. It's like I did something horrible on the road. Right. And then, but what ends up happening is I don't stop. Not that I don't stop, but it's like they're after me now and I'm not stopping. Yeah. So it always turns into, I always end up dying or I end up just running for my life.
Holy shit.
To where I'm always just like flying down the road, like in the middle of a city, like going like fucking 80 and like, the metropolitan areas. Yeah. And I'm like flying around, driving on sidewalks, like trying to just get away, like eventually, which I'm not gonna, right. And then it's like, it's always ends up like, I end up like flying off a cliff or something like that, or flying off something, a bridge or whatever.
Holy moly.
Or like, I end up like fucking crashing my car and dying or something like that. But it's always something like that. Like I'm always running and flying through this like fucking city area. And it always comes to like a very like abrupt end.
And you wake up.
And I wake up.
Yeah. It's like those falling dreams that you have where you're like, oh.
Almost, yeah. But it's like fucking, those dreams freak me out, dude. Whenever I have those dreams, those are the ones that I wake up, I'm like,
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't wish it on my worst enemy, dude. I mean, I'm just going to keep knocking on all the wood, just because I don't want to experience it again. But like, I'll tell you, man, if you've never experienced like sleep paralysis,
oh yeah,
it's horrible.
Oh my god, can we talk about that for a second? I know we're running out of time, but fuck, sleep paralysis. So how often does that happen to you?
I haven't had sleep paralysis in, I don't know, like maybe like a year and a half.
Do you feel it like when it comes on?
I always do like a checklist because I do wake up like just naturally throughout the night. Because I mean, what's the biggest telltale is you can't move.
Right.
So like if I woke up, like the last big one I had was when I lived with Allie in Chandler, and like in that one, you know, I could like you're so tired, like you move your head because it's just your natural response. Like I see her, I'm like, okay, she's sleeping, and then I'm like, maybe I have to pee, and I'm like, oh, can't get up, and like yeah, it's like that's what but yeah.
So are you like completely like aware and you just can't move?
Yeah, that's like the whole thing is that like, and then that's why sleep paralysis dreams are panic stricken is because you're restricted because your body, like you're conscious, but your body isn't.
So I've never had it happen like that to me.
Mm-hmm.
I always know when it's going to happen. I can always tell when it's about to happen because like it usually happens when I'm sleeping on my stomach, right? Because I'll feel it. It almost feels like someone's putting a really, really warm blanket over me, you know? Because I feel it start from like my legs and it like wraps up all the way up until my shoulders.
Yeah.
Right. And then I feel like a crazy tingling in the back of my head. Right. And what usually happens is I'll see something fucking crazy in my room. This is what I'm saying. Like I might very well have my eyes open like during this, but I might not also. I couldn't tell you. Yeah. But it's always like I'm in my room and I see something fucking crazy, like a face or a silhouette or a hand or some shit, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I need to get away, you know? And it always, like, my first instinct whenever, like, that happens to me is to scream, right? Just scream, and hopefully that'll wake me up.
Yeah.
Or blink really fast. It doesn't always work.
Yeah.
Right? So there are times, there have been, like, sleep paralysis dreams that I've had where, like, even in this, like where I'm living now, like, where I have, it's happening to me.
That
and
recently, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
And where it's, like, happening to me, and then I'm like, okay, you just gotta like try to reach for the light, you know. So I'm just like, you know, or like try to scream and wake up, you know, Kendra, you know, or something like that. Because I remember like it's happened in the past where like one time like my mom walked in at like the right moment, right, and turned on the light and everything was fine. I was up like nothing. I was just like, oh, weird, you know. So I thought try to wake up Kendra, maybe she'll bust in and like that'll like snap me out of it. And but you know she doesn't, and it'll happen where like I'm like okay, like now I'm finally up, right? Just go to the bathroom, turn on the light, splash some water in your face, go back to sleep, right? And I'll do that, and then it'll happen again.
Oh fuck!
And then it'll happen again, and then it'll happen again until I realize I haven't gotten out of this bed.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, dude.
And it's like I'm just dreaming that I'm getting up and saving myself.
The Tsukiyomi.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Like it just keeps. I'm just like stuck in a loop, and I just.
It's freaky, dude.
Hate that shit.
Well, I'm probably gonna jump out my window tonight.
I can't wait to drive home alone.
I'm gonna call you at 3 a.m. Just Christian. I had a nightmare.
I'm gonna come stay the night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
dude. This
shit's gotta share a sleeping bag tonight.
Yeah, under the stars, bro. Fuck, that's terrifying.
Good Halloween episode though.
Oh, we're not done. We haven't even done our costume one yet.
Huh?
We're gonna do a costume one.
Okay. Pre-Halloween.
Yeah, pre-Halloween. Just getting you nice and scared and introspective about your brain and how it works.
It's out to get you.
It's coming for you.
It's coming.
It's inside your walls. All right.
You need to wake up.
You gotta wake up.
Just wake up.
Oh my God, could you fucking... Dude, that's the shit that I'm like so afraid of it. Like that is irrational.
Like if you were just a viewer, just like happening upon the episode at the end, just hey,
wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up. Fuck, that's God. Now I'll be all scared.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Let's get out of here. That was a good one.
It was a good one.
Feel good?
I do feel good.
I think you need to go to therapy more about these dreams.
You go to therapy.
I need to also.
I ain't going to therapy.
I don't
deal
need
with my own shit.
Like a man.
Yeah.
Like a 90s dad.
I'll fist fight demons in my dreams, dude.
Hell yeah, dude. All right. Well, I love you.
Love you too, man.
Love you guys.
Love you.
We'll see you soon.
Mm-hmm. What else?
That's it.
It's not real.
It's not real. Bye.
If you like what you heard, type it to their Instagram and Twitter. The information's right below with their email.
It's time you bit the bullet and started caring about something with all your heart and energy.
Be sure to log into the channel by subscribing and check out the previous episodes. But until then, we'll see you next week with a new one. We out for now.